Okay, hello everybody. It is time for the super secret special announcement. I prepared a little video for you. Have a look. No, this is not the real video. This is not the real video. It's not the real video. Let me show you the real video. That is the real video. That is the real video. Hello. Chris,
Hey,
Chris, what do you think
Hey,
of my beautiful extra video?
that was hilarious. I love that you made it look like the other one too. Like, basically just as a joke to only the few people who had seen the actual announcement. Oh, man.
There's two people want to see the first video again. So, okay, wait. Let me actually go ahead and lay out the situation. Oh my god, I've been looking forward to showing that first video for, like, dude, that's so fucking fun.
Oh god, that was 10 out of 10. Yeah, I hadn't seen that video before. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Bommy
not show
surprised
this
all the
thing.
insiders with that one as well.
The only people that had seen that video were Savis, Mickey, and Jeremy, who made it. So, oh my god. You guys want to see the Nails to Wiener video again? Let me go ahead and show you Nails to Wiener again. All right, enough of that now.
Oh god, it's so good. It's so good.
Also, on that note, I want to now declare the Nails to Wiener joke dead. Because it's never gonna get better than this. It's just over.
Yeah,
It's
and
done.
you lost in tournament. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. We lost.
Yeah.
We lost in tournament. I mean, they lost too, but it's fine. We lost. It's over. The joke is done. I want to declare it dead officially. All right. Cool. So Standalone confirmed. We have an investor. We have an investor that invested $400,000. We have done the math on this, and that gives us 13 months. Probably about 13 months of runtime if we don't have any new money coming in. With those 13 months of runtime, we're going to try to build the game and get it into a state where we can either just straight up make the game available and start sustaining money on the game itself, or we are going to try and pursue additional funding either via Kickstarter or just through more investors. Of course, we are also going to be looking for additional funding while we are building the game, while the project is going on. But yeah, now, where do I sign up as beta tester? Don't worry, Neil. You'll get alpha. You'll get everything. No, like seriously, everybody that's been part of the community leading up to this point, I promise you, you will be involved in making this happen. Like, we do need beta testing. Who's the investor? He's a fairly private person.
It's an individual.
Right.
It's not like a company or
It's not a
something.
big
It's an
company,
individual.
It's an individual. I don't think he would be very happy if we went around and shouted out his name. But yes. So what does this mean? Well, currently we have a relatively small team, right? We've got me, we've got Adam, we've got Chris, we've got Jeremy, who's going to be the lead of our art department, and then we've got Mickey, who's going to be helping us with all kinds of like basically community advocacy and helping us as like a general assistant. Now, what this means as well is we do actually have job openings. We are looking for people. The two main things we are looking for are an additional senior game engine developer. You will be working
Help me.
directly with Chris. We do have money. Like, we have a pretty sizable portion of our budget available for this position. This is but for now, right? We do in the future also hope to bring in some junior devs and also people from the OAA community, but right now we're looking for senior game engine developer. Chris can tell you more about that in a second. And then the second thing we're looking for is a second artist. We need somebody that's preferably a good all-around artist, somebody that knows how to make concept art as well as 3D animation, 3D models and animation. That would be perfect. We do have Jeremy, who is you will be working directly with Jeremy. In case you don't know who Jeremy is what's it called? Jeremy is the artist behind Disasters. So you know, I mean, the artwork for that is god tier, right? Like I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And the thing is that is actually just something he does, like kind of like, you know, he wasn't trained in it. Like he just does like artwork like that because that's what he enjoys. But he's actually trained in 3D animations and 3D modeling. So he's also very good at that. So Jeremy would be kind of like the person you would be working with. We are looking for somebody that can help us with that. And then kind of like, and this, by the way, I don't want to say that these positions are 100% guaranteed. The first two we are definitely looking for. We're definitely looking for a game engine developer, and we are definitely looking for somebody that can help us with art. We are also gonna be open. We are also open to anybody that is interested in just applying and being like, hey, this sounds like a really interesting project, and I would like to work with you on this. There are two more things that we might consider, but I'm not going to make any promises on, and that is somebody that can help with sound design and somebody that can help with game design. Although it's looking like currently the other game designer that would be working on the game with me would be Twitch chat, as in I have already
I was about to say that.
I've already said before that I'll start streaming a lot more in the future, and basically as soon as I start working on Standalone actively, and we're not going to start working actively on it right away. Right now, we're going to take a little while, like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, until we start working on the game. The reason for that is we all have things that we still need to figure out first, right? I need to take care of Disasters. I need to take care of the Kickstarter. I need to make sure the game is being properly shipped and all of that stuff. And that's just important, and that just needs my attention, right? Chris still has a job, and is now looking for an apartment, right? And then honestly, those are the two main roadblocks right now, but those are still two very significant roadblocks. And so we're going to not start with the game today, but we plan on starting with the game in September, ideally. And if there are some delays, we may start late September or maybe early October. Those are the current plans.
Yeah, we're taking our time, being calculating.
Yeah,
you know?
we are taking our time. We want to make
a lot
sure.
of money, but it's also a really small amount of money. So we need to make sure that we're using it really, really efficiently.
Well, it's a lot of money, but it's all we've got. So the thing is, there's no new money coming in. And now here is let me go out and explain to you why if you are watching this, and if you are, like, for example, a senior game engine developer, why you would want to work for us and work with us on this. We
back in Alpha, boys. Let's
thank
go.
You,
all aboard the hype train. Accepting
we
new
have
passengers
no
starting now.
oversight from anybody other than ourselves. Our investor is not interested in actually running the company or having any creative control or micromanaging us or managing us in any way whatsoever. Our investor basically said, I will give you money. You do exactly what you want to do and just give me a share of the company. So,
hey, our oversight's actually the Twitch, our community.
Yeah, right.
This is Adam, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
We are going to be making everything public. We want to make sure that everything is available for everybody and everybody sees what we are doing and all of that. So we are going to have public playtesting. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to have public playtestings, but we're going to have like update videos very frequently on the design process, on the development process, and even for stuff like management behind the scenes stuff that Biggie wants to do, or Biggie will be doing. And
Yep.
yeah, but the main reason why you would want to work with us is we don't have a big company looming over our heads and saying you need to include loot boxes with keys and they need to include power creep. We don't have that. We don't have any of that. In fact, we are in complete creative control
Hit
of
me
our
up
product
if you
here.
need a biochemist for the game. D also.
So
15 months. YAAY.
yes, that's pretty much the situation. So just to lay it out really quickly, we are definitely looking for a senior game engine developer. We're definitely looking for an artist. And we do have money in our budget plan for these two specific things. We are somewhat interested possibly in a game designer and a sound designer, although those aren't 100% guaranteed. And those are really a thing where if we find the perfect person, we'll try to make budget for you. And we'll try to include you, but unless you are the perfect person, maybe, probably not. But we'll have to wait and see, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Chris and Adam now, so you guys can do your thing. And
Adam, take it away. Introduce yourself to our internet friends.
Oh, wait, actually, one second. I do want to say one last
sorry,
thing.
Bomby's gonna talk more.
This is important, okay? People will be asking what is going to happen to OAA. OAA is actually going to have a lot more attention put into it. To me, it's my testing ground. I can try stuff there and see if it works, right? And that's huge. That is very important. So we don't actually have to spend a lot of resources in the actual game making a huge thing, and then it's just kind of shitty. But instead, I can go into OAA, make a shitty thing there, and then be like, oh, well, that didn't work, and then just delete it again because it's not a big deal. Which means that OAA will continue to have tournaments. It will continue to have development. And it's going to be something that we do continue spending time on, right? Probably much more than before. Now you can go ahead.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Adam. So I got involved because I'm just a believer, and I believe in these guys, and I believe where this is going. And I can't design or computer code or any of that stuff. I'm here to support on the business side. So all those positions that Bami just laid out. If you want to get involved, please go to jobs@thinkingbottle.com. That email will go to myself, and I'll make sure that anybody that kind of fits into our category goes out there. You'll start seeing a job description out there for a few of these things. And if you have a skill set that does not necessarily match, but you think would be a great thing for our company, let us know. We're still learning, and we're going to make a bunch of mistakes as we go along. I think that's going to be the fun part of this.
Streaming them all.
Yeah. We are going to stream our
yeah.
crap.
Also, chat, don't freak out, but I will stream League of Legends. That will happen.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
It's going to happen, and there's going to be quite a bit of it.
I'm going to have to learn how to play this Dota 2 thing I keep hearing about. All right, Chris.
Yeah, so I'm going to move away from San Francisco and leave my current job and just start grinding away at this game every single day. The senior engine dev that we're looking for is going to work with me because it's just a lot of work for one person, and two is actually substantially better. The whole is better than the sum of the parts. And also spending a lot more time on OAA. There's a lot of bugs that have been bugging me for a super duper long time, and I'm really excited to actually be able to dedicate time that makes sense, that is synergistic, that I'm not cheating out on my work for doing. Make OAA great again.
We actually could pay a bug bounty for you to do that work. So the one of the nice things about this is we don't care where you are in the world. We are a U.S. company, even though Bami's in Germany. But we can pay anybody anywhere. We just need to know where you're at and all that fun sort of stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be flexible. It's going to be working on hopefully a passion project for you, something that you can hold up and say, this is what I built, and we built it and got it out in the community for people
4 years,
to play
nice.
with, and hopefully we can bring you all along.
Yeah. Now, by the way, I just want to point out, Scorky he keeps trying to send messages, but there are too many ASCII faces in chat, so I couldn't really see them. Just, like, just send me a message, right? Like, we are definitely not, like, close to any jobs, right? Like, even though we are looking for somebody that's, like, we have two things that we're definitely looking for, there are things that we are open to. And there is a little bit of money in our budget. Well, our budget is very tight, right? Simply because there's no money coming in. It's all just, this is how much we have. But yeah, the email was jobs@thinkingbottle.com. You can also just go on thinkingbottle. Just go on thinkingbottle.com and you'll see like a contact page, or we'll be adding a jobs page very soon. Yes. And also, since everybody was freaking out about me saying I'm going to be streaming League of Legends, I want to stream, like, I need to stream. I'm going to also be streaming Heroes of the Storm. I might even go back to some Heroes of New Earth, right? I might even go back to, like, good old Warcraft 3 Dota.
Oh my God, Han!
Right?
When you go through the Han phase, I get to play with you. Oh God, I love Han.
But essentially, my plan is going to be, I'm going to be streaming like 7 hours a day, and we're just gonna go through all of the shit, and we're going to game design together. Right? Because the best, like, the ideal game design setup, I think, is a second person that I personally very much disagree with, but that can talk me out of dumb things that I get stuck on.
Yeah.
So, since we likely aren't in a position where we can afford that, you guys are just gonna have to do. And the funny thing is that you guys tend to disagree with pretty much everything I say, so that's fine. But yeah. Cool. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Chris, you got anything?
Not really. I do want to just reiterate that, like, OA, even though Standalone's confirmed, OAA is actually more important than ever. It is, it's not just a testing ground, it's also the onboarding ramp for our entire, or for a lot of our player base. So bug bounties are likely to increase, not go down. I got a couple people asking me about that. I'm going to be working way more on it, so I'm going to be able to be a lot more interactive with people who are contributing. So it'll be a lot easier to contribute because you can actually get good feedback. And of course, if you're a player, the game's going to get a lot more stable, a lot more interesting, a lot more balanced. And a lot of the things that we've been teasing for so long are finally going to come out, like Battle Pass and stuff like that.
The game has a future, like, and I want you to make clear that you're aware of that, right? Like the game has a future. Like OAA as it is right now, not only do we have a lot of tournaments coming up, and the schedule for that already exists, and you can find it on our website, and the schedule will continue to exist that way. But it doesn't just have that, right? It's going to have a future outside of just that. Right, and we're going to essentially go through that schedule until next year, and then hopefully by that time next year, with a bit of luck, you might be able to already play Standalone. Right, and what's really important about Standalone is, keep in mind, the game is meant to be 50% open Angel Arena. Right, so Angel Arena as it is right now, like OAA as it is right now, 50% of that, but so much fucking better. And then the other 50% is supposed to be a platform for custom game creators. Right? Everything you want. And on that note, I want to point out, if there are any custom game creators out there watching this right now, let us know what you want. Right? Like, we want to know what you think is important. And even if it's something stupid, right? Even if you just started out making custom games and you say, I would like an easier way to make a custom shop. Cool. Tell us everything. We want to know what you are looking for in this game, because we're building it from scratch, and we're building it with the intent of making it a nice experience for people to make games in, and not only make games in, but also be able to make some money off of that. But it's going to be all structured fairly, and we're also going to make sure that it's all made in a way that is just beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, we're going to try to make sure that everything that we build for our game is available to anyone creating game modes within our engine.
Yeah.
We're going to try to just build a better arcade, give proper things like matchmaking, just like simple stuff that custom games just need so badly, or I don't know, test cases on the APIs to make sure that the same function does the same thing and doesn't just randomly stop working. Arbitrary quality of life things like knowing whether something's a debuff. There's so much little things like that that are missing in the Dota engine because they don't. Modding is not a priority. It's a peripheral thing to them. Modding is a priority for us.
Yes. Right. Modding is as much of a priority as the actual game.
I'm excited to see what like crazy things come out of the custom game community and how that actually impacts the core game. Because I think a lot of what you're starting to see in other games is coming out of the custom game community, but the delay is so long. So I mean, there is a future for all custom game community people out there, and we want to be able to support you as you go through on a business front. If you decide that you want to build blah blah blah, Thinking Battle Games does. Our core group is going to be, our core product is going to be the standalone, but we're going to know how to run tournaments. We're going to know how to run Kickstarters. We're going to know how to start a company and build it out and market it and find customers. All of those are going to be pieces out there for our custom game creators and our community to be able to engage with.
But yeah, so you guys are already asking very like detailed questions, right? Like I can see questions like, will it come out on Steam, right? Those are things we can't answer at this point, right? As I've mentioned before, we have not started development on the game, and we will not start development on the game for at least another month, maybe a little bit longer than that. So keep that in mind. We just wanted to let you guys know, because we have now managed to get everything to a point where we know for certain that this will happen. But yeah. Oh, and have you thought about what you're going to call it? My current favorite is just Angel Arena 2. It's definitely going to have Angel Arena in the name. But I do not know what we're actually going to call it. You can feel free to let me know if you've got it.
I have no idea what we're going to call it.
Lord of the Trees?
No. I think it has to have Angel Arena in its name. It needs to have Angel Arena in there.
I don't think it needs to have it, but I think it probably will.
Okay, anyway, there's not really a discussion that we need to have right now, because I have some very strong feelings on this.
Hooray for game development.
So yeah, we're gonna try to like stream a lot of these arguments and stuff also, so you guys will be like really part of and seeing the game development process. We're trying to be as transparent as possible and really involve you guys, because it's just cool, and that's what built our community. And the reason we're even making this is because of you guys.
So yeah, that's what free cosmetics will pro players get. Nothing. You get nothing. No free cosmetics. You get a golden bottle if you win a tournament. That's what you get.
Oh yeah, definitely going to continue that. Golden bottle if you win a tournament.
There's going to be a lot of bottles.
There's a lot of bottles.
A lot of bottles.
We were really thinking about moving to Ireland just because of the name.
Angel Arena Unlimited. I kind of like that. But it's got a bad like shorthand, AAU. Yeah, I like AA too. Anyway, so yeah, that's the
Alcoholics
situation.
Anonymous? All right.
That's the situation. Skorky, please feel free to message us. All right, I want to see what you have to say. I'm sorry I couldn't see it earlier because stuff was kind of breezing by. But yeah. Again, as I've mentioned before, since people are already asking for alpha access, there's no alpha yet, but we will be very happy to give people that have already been like basically the people that are currently playing the game,
Yeah.
We're happy to give you alpha access once the time comes around. Right.
You know what we can do? So we got Bottle Pass, and we got this whole system where you guys have been leveling up with Bottle Pass. We just don't show you your levels yet. We could make level 100 Bottle Pass reward OAA Alpha Key.
Let's see about that. Anyway,
that requires like months of dedicated play. If you've done that, you should be able to get it.
All right. Well, I think for now we just.
Oh yeah, it's also probably worth pointing out. Most of the like game mode of the standalone that we're making, not the engine, but like the actual game mode, will still be Lua open source.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, if you are looking for a job and you want to work from home and just be remote.
How about Defense of the Arena 3 Dota 3 for short?
And very, very motivated. We're putting in a serious grind.
Oh yeah, you're going to have to work a lot. Just quick.
You're gonna
warning.
work a shit ton. Yeah. But
yeah.
For these opening spots, we're also going to offer great equity and everything. So if you put in that grind and you stick around and we make a good game, then, you'll have a little piece of the pie.
Yes. So just send us an email. Anyway, I guess that's that.
Yeah, Dota 3 confirmed.
And I think we're going into the finals now, right?
Yeah, it's finals time. Let's roll to see who's hosting. Make sure the teams are ready.
Well then, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Anyway, so that's that. It's kind of exciting, and I'm gonna play the video one more time because I think it's really nice, and I'll see you guys around. Well, actually, no, yeah, I guess for the YouTube video, I'll see you guys around. For the people that are watching the stream, let's watch the finals. Let's go. Alright, everybody wants to see the Nails Arena one. Alright, sure.